Hello everybody. I wanted to take a brief second to take a look at functions. Functions are a question that I get a lot asked, why are they necessary and how do I know when to use them? That's a very difficult question to answer because every single type of program is going to be different. So I'm just going to go through some brief outlines of why we would possibly want to write a function. So I just wrote something here quickly out saying that we're employed by a company that sells groceries. We've been tasked with the averaging of the number of customers, the amount of sales, returns, lost, stolen. And let's say that we're given these multiple arrays, and it is important to find the average of each of these arrays. So our customer, which is our company, wants us to find out the average of each of these arrays. So these arrays are given to us. So the average in math is equal to the sum divided by the length. So that's the formula, right? So let's think how we would possibly solve all of these. Okay, well, I probably want some variable for the sum of the customer. I'm going to initialize that to 0. And then eventually what the average is going to be, which is going to be 0. There you go. And now let's start doing our logic. So we're going to need a for loop here so that it averages it up, and I'm going to use some Sublime magic here, and I'm going to do customer, so I'm going to pass in customer, and then I'm going to do sum plus equals, meaning that it's going to add these to it. If you're not familiar with the plus equals, it's a shorthand to write this. So that's the exact same thing. It's just written in a shorthand way. So we're going to pass in the length of the customer. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is going to run 9 times. And we're going to sum up each one with this handy little thing right here. Let's test out this is working. And I'm just going to reload the page here. Whoop, sum is not defined. Oh, duh. Come on. Oh, my computer's been running so slow lately. Oh, this sum is not defined too. Okay. Bam. There we go. 321. So if you add all these up, and you can do that in your own time, it should equal 321. And now to finish this off, all we simply have to do here is take our average and take the sum of it and divide by customer.length. Just like that. So let's go ahead and do another console log here, and we can console log what this average is. Okay, not quite. You tried. Oh my goodness, I cannot get to the fact that I used that new notation. There we go. So this divided by 9, because I believe this was length 9, would get the sum of that. So there we go. We have successfully done this for our place. But now we have 4 other ones to do. Okay, so let's do this quickly. So I've already written this out somewhere else. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to bring these in. So there you go. And we've already done customer, so I can delete that one. We've already done that one. So there you go. And so now we have all our variables. And some Sublime magic here. I'm going to change these over. So if you hold Control and click, it will actually do multi-line editing. So you can go like that. A very handy little feature. So So these are all the variables I would need. And basically what I would need to do now is just repeat this for loop 4 more times. And for the sake of brevity here, we're just going to copy and paste the code that I already finished so we can just take a look at it. So, oh, that did not paste in nicely at all. Wow, you just want to be difficult today. Alright, there it is. So, this is now a full-fledged thing that is going to return all of what we need. And I'm actually going to bring those back to where it's at because I just realized that all my other ones are in the same notation, so we'll keep it like that. So there we go. And so this is going to console log all our information. So if we go ahead and save this and run it again, notice now that it is giving us every single average. So when I look at this code, there's a lot of redundant code going on here, right? There's just a lot of mess. What happens if our employer comes back next week and has 10 more arrays that he wants the average to find? We would need to write a for loop for each one of them. What happens if this code right here needs to be more than averaging arrays? Did you really want to read through all this code when you're trying to code other things? So this is where a function comes up. And we're going to look at the function very soon in part 2.